25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Costello. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
218, chopper.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Costello looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Samuels, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a give, right side. Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Let's go. Under 10, 10. 6 guys, check this out.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
I'm here all day.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Off play action. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
3 down. Out. Hey, Delta. Hey, go Mike 40. All day. Hey, look at me. Zipper. Go. He's coming. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Out. Check safety. Out. Hey, switch gears. Check 37. Check. Hurry. Fan. Hey, orbit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. Hey, Wahoo. 40's Mike. I'm not ready. Hey, 40's Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start and then a nice tackle.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Costello got his man there. It's Wallace complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run the counter. Foreman, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
A carry for Foreman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the 16, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ready. Watch 98. 98's the mic. All you get is your head. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Working left side, Andrews with it complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards that time, at a Pittsburgh first.
And the Steelers first down.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake. Costello. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
15 line. 15 line. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. We go right 40. Cut. Hey, Sam on. Let's go.
The final shot before break. Costello going long here for Wallace. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Foreman. This in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big-time ramble there by Foreman. 48 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Costello. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Hard. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Hey, zoom, go. Mike's 40. Watch the run. 40's Mike. You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Hey, 40's Mike, right there.
To throw on 3rd down. Costello. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Zach Gentry, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Undercrunch. Check.
On second down, Foreman. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Go! Motion. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. And let's pin the mirrors back and go. Hey, seam 6. 40. Check Mike 40.
Operating from the gun, Costello, and he finds McDonald. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Deep ball for Jeffrey. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. And he'll find Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready? 90, wolf. I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Too low. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip left. Watch that. Hatchet.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Set. Go to base. 98 to Mike. Watch the pass. He's coming. Double up. Check three.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
General West. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Stay with your man. 40's Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Five.
On first down, it's Samuels. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Come. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Now Foreman. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 41. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 3rd and 2, Costello, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Back. Switch. Watch twist. Hey, alert 3. Hit it.
On first down, Foreman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Go.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey. Switch.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 44, Jackson forced out to his left. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Jackson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Move. Get wide. Check the backer. Check the backer.
On third down, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Bang, 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 bang. Okay? Yeah.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action now. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Steelers, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.